All right, after 12 o'clock, let's call this meeting to order. Roll call, please.
Genslinger.
Here.
Havlet.
Here.
Jurza.
Here.
Osterlin.
Here.
Schmitz.
Yes.
Schurz.
Here.
Sonny. Wilshire. We have a quorum.
Are there any conflicts to declare?
Number 10.
Number 10, John. Anybody else? Moving on, we have an agenda in front of us. Need to approve it.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Second that we approve the agenda. Any further discussion? Audience? We need to go roll call, Mark, or can we do this by voice? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, nay.
Aye.
Motion carried. Approval of the previous minutes. Got meeting minutes in the packet from 2 weeks ago. Any corrections to be made? Hearing none, I'm ready for a motion to approve.
So moved. Second.
Moved and seconded that we approve the meeting minutes. Any further discussion? Audience? All in favor, say aye.
Aye. Aye.
All opposed, nay. Motion carried. Next meeting would be November 25th, a Monday.
Approve. Second.
Seconded that we approve November 25th as the next meeting. Any further discussion on that item? All in favor, say aye.
Aye. Aye.
All opposed, nay. Motion carried. First item on the agenda is a hearing and action on establishing the boundaries and approval of the project plan for tax increment financing district number 40. Mark.
Yes, this was published in the official paper. This is located just west of Menards. There's another apartment building that is being built to the south of this one already. This would be TIF request by Golden Prairie Apartments LLC for an affordable housing through two 24-unit apartment buildings. This week, apartments would have to be rented at or below the 80% of median income. They're requesting about $1.6 million, with TIF eligible at about 1.7. This is a developer finance TIF, which this makes it a grant pass-through and does not go against the city's constitutional debt. Applicant has 5 years to spend the 1.6 and 20 years to pay back from the tax increase. Going through the plan, there's a notice of hearing, 40. Location again. These are all the previous TIFs that we have, showing how much we have total of about $23.5 million, but it's roughly 2% of taxable valuation, or that's still, but like I said, this is developer finance TIF, so it doesn't go against city. Here shows their 1.610. No interest rates are associated with the TIF, can't go past 20 years. It's all in the developer's agreement, which is about the same as what's been for the past. Other TIFs that we have seen in front of us. Page 26 shows their cost breakdown. Total project is about $12 million. Non-TIF eligible is about 10.5, leaving about 1.7 for TIF eligible expenses, but they're requesting about 1.6. 28 shows the payback schedule for the 20 years. Comes in at 1.611564.42, which is just over the 1.61 that they are requesting. And then the whole GIS area views of the area, and then kind of a rendering of what the proposed apartment building. There will be two of these, what they would look like. And if the state does not designate this as an affordable housing TIF, it wouldn't go through. So the state still has the ability to stop it at some point if they so see fit. Answer any questions you have, Justin, if you have anything else to add, or I believe applicants here, if they have any questions that you need.
Did I see a no, Justin? Good?
Nothing from me. Mark's great at these summaries.
All right. Skylar, anything else?
Not unless there's questions.
All right. Well, do we have any questions, guys?
Yeah, I have a question. I noticed that in all these TIFs that we have, and Steve Simpson's comes up. I guess this is basically for Justin. Is there any concern coming on? Is he got a point or something? Or is he just going to be coming up and just question it all the time, or?
I guess it's hard for me to say. You know, really what it seems to be to me is there's just a philosophical difference that he has on the use of TIFs than the city government has had. So I don't know if he'll keep coming or not.
Well, I noticed that it's been happening, you know, and I was just wondering if there's something there that we're missing, or?
Skylar Mickelson, Morgan Thieler, counsel for the applicant. Mr. Simpson tends to attend city council more than planning and zoning has been my takeaway, but following our last appearance at city council, Don Peterson and I spoke with him. In addition to any philosophical differences, as Justin pointed out, there is just information out there that we have provided him. So I think we are trying to answer his questions both at city council and when he might grab us out in the hall. So, I mean, we try to provide him the answer to his questions he asked too. So, but expect him at city council for sure, I would say.
That's all I had, so I was just curious, so.
Any other questions? Does anybody in the audience want to speak to this? Nobody's here for this item. Okay, well then the first motion would be to set the boundary.
Be correct, and that boundary would be lot 1 excluding lot 1A and block 3 of Stardust subdivision to the city of Mitchell, Davidson County, South Dakota.
Motion to approve.
Moved and seconded that we set the boundary as Mark has described. Is there any further discussion on that item? The roll call on this one too, Mark?
Sure.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
I'm an aye. All opposed, nay. Motion carried. Second item would be to approve the project plan for that TIF.
And recommend approval of TIF district number 40.
Thank you.
So moved. Second.
Moved and seconded that we approve the plan and recommend approval. TIF number 40. Any further discussion on that item? Anybody in the audience? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Next item on the agenda is variance permit for Kyle Zacher. Hopefully I said that right. Kyle has applied for a variance permit for maximum height of an accessory building of 30 foot versus 22 foot to add on to existing garage and create a mezzanine in a new portion of the garage with enough room under the mezzanine for the garage doors to open. Located at 1420 East Hanson Avenue. Legal descriptions in the packet. Mark, your turn.
Yep, it was noticed in the paper, signs posted. Neighbors were notified. There were 2 responses in favor of the variance. The applicant would like to put an addition onto his existing garage. It does meet all the other required setbacks, as you can see in the plan that was provided. And looking through our GIS for where it would be located. We'd like to go to a 30-foot high versus the 22-foot. And they do say under the 2,000 square feet total for accessory buildings with what they have. Can answer any questions you have. Applicant is here as well.
For the record, for people watching, we were just handed plans and some notes on the project.
Or did you say they're within the 2,000 square foot?
Yep, right within the 2,000 square foot from what was provided.
So if you stuck with 22 foot, you wouldn't have room for your mezzanine or for your garage doors?
Correct,
That's the hardship.
correct.
What's being stored in those?
We're storing stuff that we had in our basement. As you see in the notes, that we've been flooded out twice, and I'm done.
Getting tired of throwing stuff away.
Anybody else have any questions?
So all those, looks like there's vehicles or something that's parked straight to the east of where you're gonna build that, are those gonna be in the building then, if that's what this is saying?
Yes.
Yes.
I walk by that quite a bit and I get really clean it up.
Yeah.
Anything else? Larry, have anything?
No, I'm good with it right now.
All right. Well, if we have no questions, we're ready for a motion then.
Motion to approve. I'll make that motion. Second.
Moved and seconded that we approve the variance permit as described in the packet. Is there any further discussion? Anybody else in the audience want to address this? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All
Aye.
opposed, nay. Motion carried.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think they'll see this at city council next week.
Next Monday night, yep.
Next item on the agenda is a plan approval for Hackberry Holdings located at 1005 South Waller Street, Zone Business District, Highway Business District.
Yep, this is a plan approval. You may recognize this. This just went in front of you at the last meeting to change from R3 to Highway Business for the south half of this block. The applicant would like to put up a 50 by 175 volt storage building to help get rid of some of the trailers that are there, so that way they can move their stuff into that building. They have provided a sketch of the overall site plan showing their drainage, where water will go, and also rendering of the buildings, the new building itself. I can answer any questions that you have. Brian is not here to answer anything.
Is the city satisfied with the drainage plan?
It's currently all hard surfacing now, so it will not have a negative effect on the runoff, or will not increase the amount of runoff that's currently
Okay.
occurring.
It's always nice to get this stuff inside. Instead of sitting outside. Any
Yes,
other
it is.
questions, guys? Larry just agreed with me.
Oh,
Yeah.
All right, well, if there's no questions, we're ready for a motion.
Second.
Moved and seconded that we approve the plan as presented. Is there any further discussion? Anybody in the audience? All in favor, say aye.
Aye. Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion carried. Next item is a plan approval for Milky Way at 422 South Sanborn Zone Highway-Oriented Business District. Mark?
You may recognize this building. This used to be the Zestos building and then was Hungry Dog after that. Applicant would like to bring in Milky Way to the city of Mitchell. They had provided some renderings for how their drive-through would work for this building, where customer parking and employee parking would be, and also customer seating. The exit would be on the north side of the building itself. Can't answer any questions that you have for me, but applicant is here, or John Schmitz can answer any questions, being representative for them too.
Looks like this could be like a 9-month type operation, not year-round, with no customer seating inside. Is that right?
That's correct.
Okay.
Can you state your name, please?
Yes, Alan Lepke,
How do you spell your last name?
Lepke.
Any other renovations taking place, or are you kind of just taking it as is?
We are gutting the entire inside of the building to make it work for what we want. All of those wire wheel picnic tables are going away. We're getting nice new picnic tables. Black topping or sealing the parking lot. Cleaning it up as much as possible. I know it's kind of a nuisance right now, and we're going to take care of that.
Okay. Forward to it. You got a good contractor?
I don't know. It's yet to be seen.
oh, I thought he was a silent partner.
You're out of line.
Oh, shoot. I think the guy was over here.
So which is it, the contractor or silent partner?
What's that?
Is it the contractor, silent partner?
Yeah, no, not silent partner. No. I got enough, I got kids, you know, I got silent partners already.
All right, any other questions for him?
Well, I'll approve it.
All right, well, that sounds like a motion to me.
Second.
Motion and a second to approve the plan as presented. Is there any further discussion? Anybody in the audience? All right, all in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
All opposed, nay. Motion carried.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next item on the agenda is a plat for Ethan Co-op Lumber. There's a legal description listed in the package.
Yes, this is down in Eaton Co-op Lumber Development Woodland Heights. It's on the corner. It does meet the overall PUD standards for this area. It falls in with their master plan as well. There's only about 3 or 4 more lots left in this area to plat out. Applicant is not here, but I can answer any questions that you have for me on this.
It's pretty straightforward.
Move to approve.
Second.
Moved and seconded that we approve the plat as presented. Is there any further discussion on that item? Anybody in the audience? All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed, nay. Motion carried. Next item on the agenda is a plan approval for Mitchell Telecom at 1500 Block of Commerce Street. That is zoned highway-oriented business district.
Applicant would like to put up a 12-foot by 28-foot building on a concrete plan, which would be another 2 feet around the whole area. They have provided a site plan which shows the building, the concrete, and an approach to that area. Shows kind of the layout of the land with where the water would go from the structure. And also they have included the actual building itself for what they will be using. This will be kind of they have a couple around town already that stores equipment for Mitchell Telecom. I believe the applicant's here if you have any questions for them, or I can answer any questions that you have for me as well.
I don't have any questions. Do you have any questions? No questions?
No questions from me.
We're ready for a motion then.
Make a motion to approve. Jersey.
Second.
Moved and seconded that we approve the plan as presented. Is there any further discussion? Did you want to add anything? No. All right. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say
Aye.
nay. Motion carried. Is there any other business to come before this board? None? All right. Need to address the board on an item that was not on the agenda, excluding personnel items. Please come forward to the podium, state your name and your concern. Presentations are limited to 3 minutes. Items will be considered, but no action will be taken at this time. See nobody coming forward. We are adjourned.